What about Paige?
Um,
Tell me about Paige. Tell me a little bit about her.
Paige was very awesome and special.
You said was very awesome and special.
Yeah.
Is she not awesome and special anymore?
No,
Why is she not awesome and special anymore?
because I took her life.
This is 61-year-old Paul Williams, whose hands are covered in deep cuts from the knife he used to murder his own family.
Did you get tired? Did she stop moving? Did she stop making noise? Did she stop breathing? I mean, why? However many times you...
Over the next 7 hours, Paul will dodge, deflect, and pretend he can't remember where he works or what day it is. But what he doesn't know is that detectives have already walked through his house.
What choice did Paige make?
She didn't make the choice. I made the choice.
What choice did you make?
My choice was to definitely hurt her.
This is the interrogation of Paul Williams, a man who will claim mental illness, memory loss, and demonic possession. But detectives are about to drag the truth out of him, one brutal detail at a time. On November 16, 2018, deputies with the Alachua County Sheriff's Office were dispatched to a home on Southwest 35th Lane in Gainesville, Florida, for a welfare check. A teacher had called. Leslie Williams hadn't shown up for work. She had called that morning sounding distressed about her husband's medical issues. When deputies arrived at the residence, they found the back door open. After announcing themselves and receiving no response, they entered. Inside, they discovered 2 victims stabbed to death: 57-year-old Leslie Williams, a beloved school media specialist, and her 15-year-old daughter Paige. The husband and father, Paul Graves Williams, wasn't at the house when police arrived, but by that afternoon, he would return to the crime scene with badly cut hands, and deputies were waiting. Within hours, Paul was detained and transported to the Alachua County Sheriff's Office. When Detective David Parker sat down across from him in the interrogation room, he had no idea he was about to witness something disturbing. A man who had just killed his wife and daughter, but who could barely force himself to admit what he had done.
Okay, Paul. My name is Detective Parker. Work with the Sheriff's Office. You understand where you're at right now?
I do.
Okay, you're currently at the Alachua County Sheriff's Office. Do you understand why you're here?
I do.
Okay. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I understand you worked for like Department of Forestry or something along those lines?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you do with them?
The trees and stuff like that.
Trees and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Is that kind of like the simple explanation for what you did? Like maybe something a little more than that, than just the trees and stuff like that? What specific, like what would a day be like at the Department of Forestry? What would you do? Take me through it.
A day at the forestry would be incoherent.
Incoherent? What does that mean? You don't think I'd understand?
Yes, you do. I lost track of all reality.
You lost track of all reality.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but I'm talking about your profession, what you do for a living. That's what I was asking you about. What was your title with the Department of Forestry?
My title with the Department of Forestry was
How about this? Where'd you work?
I work for the Department of Forestry.
Okay, but where? Like physically? What city? What area?
I worked in the area of Florida. So,
You did it for a long time.
Yeah, I did.
How long did you do it for?
For my entire life.
Your entire adult life? I mean, you didn't work as a child, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Where are you from originally?
Originally, I'm from Miami.
Miami? Okay. And so were you raised in Miami? Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school in Tampa, Florida.
In Tampa? Okay, what high school did you go to in Tampa?
I went to HB Plant High.
Okay. So you went to Plant High, home of the Strawberry Festival, right?
Yeah.
Plant City.
Mm-hmm.
You graduated?
Yes.
You seem like you graduate with honors. Anything unusual about your graduation?
No.
No? But you did graduate.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Did you go on to any secondary schooling? Anything specialized?
No.
No. Okay. So graduated high school, and then right into forestry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where did you start working in forestry?
I started working in forestry back in the day.
Okay, back in the day, but where and about when was that? When is back in the day?
That would have been when I was
Take your time. Okay. As you sit here talking to me right now,
Yes, sir.
okay, are you under the influence of anything?
No.
Okay, no, so no medications, like prescribed or not prescribed?
Correct.
Okay. No alcohol?
No alcohol.
Okay. So is there anything, you haven't taken anything which would affect your ability to remember things?
No.
Okay. But you're having a hard time remembering, like, how long you worked somewhere, where you worked specifically, things of that nature?
Correct.
Okay. Why is that the case?
Listen to me struggling.
It's okay to struggle, okay? We all struggle a little bit sometimes. It's a very human thing.
Yeah.
All right? Okay, so I'm not here to, like, pass judgment on you at all.
Right.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So, high school, Plant High.
Yep.
What's the mascot for Plant High?
It is the Panthers.
Okay, so the Plant High Panthers. So this is many, many moons ago. You're able to recall that.
Yes.
Okay. You worked for forestry for many, many years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where were you working most recently with forestry?
I was working in Live Oak, Florida.
Okay. Okay, in Live Oak. And give me a typical day. What would go on up there?
It would be, cutting down trees and all of that.
And what would you use to cut down trees? Like big chainsaws, or like we talking about heavy equipment?
It would be heavy equipment.
Okay. So what would you operate?
I would operate the bulldozers.
Okay. Pretty fun stuff, right? Pretty cool. I mean,
yeah.
Like when we're kids, like we're always like playing with stuff like that. A lot of people want to grow up and be able to do that stuff. You got to do it.
Yes.
Right. What's your date of birth?
February 9th, 1957.
February 9th, 1957. So you've been around a while. You've seen some things. You've lived through some things.
Yes.
Right. Everything's a lot different now than it was growing up, I'm sure, right? All the technology and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, now we have cell phones at our disposal with like almost unlimited amounts of information, whereas before you'd have to go to the library, things like that, right?
You're right.
Okay. So Anything else you want to tell me about yourself?
I want to tell you that
I'm just saying, like in general, like where you worked, education wise, anything about you personally.
um, um, I do want to tell you that it is definitely something that okay, so personally speaking, and I wanted to tell you that the
You got a lot weighing on you, right?
yes,
Okay. All right. So before we get into that,
yeah,
okay, I'm going to read you some things from a card, okay? You need to acknowledge whether you understand or not, whether you need some clarification on some things I read to you, okay, because I want to make sure that we're on the same page, right? Okay, a lot of people sit in that chair that you're sitting in, okay? There's generally two types, all right? There's bad people that sit in that chair, okay? Follow me?
Yeah.
And then there's good people that make mistakes that sit in that chair,
mm-hmm.
okay? I'm guessing you're the latter.
Yeah.
Okay, all right? So keep that in mind. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer for advice before you ask you any questions, and have them with you during questioning if you wish. If you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be appointed for you before any questioning if you wish. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to a lawyer. You need any clarification on anything there?
No, sir.
Do you understand that? Everything
Yes.
that I said? Okay.
Yeah.
We're still talking?
We're still talking.
Okay. So why are we here?
We are here because the situation changed in my life, and I let the stress get out of control.
Okay.
Detective Parker just spent 10 minutes asking the most basic questions imaginable, and Paul can barely string together coherent answers. At this point, Detective Parker is trying to establish whether Paul is under the influence, experiencing a medical emergency, or something else entirely. What the detective doesn't know yet is whether Paul's fractured mental state is the result of shock, mental illness, or the psychological weight of what he's about to confess. But one thing is becoming clear: whatever brought Paul to this interrogation room has fundamentally broken something.
Tell me about your family.
My family, is everything to me, and I, am going to. Miss them very much.
Okay. You said they're everything to you,
Mm-hmm.
and you're going to miss them.
Yes.
What is it about them you're going to miss?
It is going to be I'm struggling. Okay, so somewhere along the way, I, lost track of all reality, and then I did not think about my actions, and was completely overtaken by another situation. So all of these things that you're asking me, I do understand them, and you know.
Tell me about your family.
Okay.
Just tell me about your family.
Okay, my family is awesome, and
Tell me what's awesome about them.
What's awesome about them is that you know, my family is everything, and um,
You're hurting right now,
yeah, I'm hurting real bad.
and I'm not just talking about your hands.
Yeah.
Tell me why you're hurting.
I am hurting because I just started you know, thinking about all of the stuff that you know, I've done throughout my life, and then you know, didn't realize that you know, what I did would be so gravity you know, restricting. So,
Gravity restricting.
yeah. So total total selfishness, and the
You said something right there. Selfish.
yes.
Okay. So you feel what you did was selfish.
Yes.
Okay. You understand we all can be selfish sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get past that.
Okay.
Okay. I want to get past the selfish stuff. Okay. What's done, happened. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're working towards something else right now. Okay.
Yeah.
We're working on healing. Okay. Part of it. Okay. When I say that is, we can agree to what happened. I think selfish is probably a pretty good adjective used to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing we can do here right now. Sitting, and we can't fix it. We'll have a time machine.
Yeah.
Okay. We can't go back and fix. However, okay. You said you miss your family.
Yes.
You said they're everything to you.
Yes.
But they're not your only family, are they? There's other family members out there, right?
There are.
What do you think those other family members are doing right now?
They are probably freaking out, wondering, what happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We're naturally curious beings. Would you think that they may want some answers?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's work on answers.
Okay.
Okay, because your family's important to you, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are the answers?
The answers are that the answers that are important to me are, the critical, situations that happen all the time, and the
How many kids do you have?
two.
Yeah, you have 2 kids. What are their names?
Their names are Paige and Lindsay.
Okay. Tell me about Lindsay.
Lindsay is awesome, and I want her to have a wonderful life. Okay, and so I want to make sure that Lindsay is taken care of in every way.
Okay.
And that Leslie and Paige, and everybody else is totally awesome, and that you are being very, very, very kind to me, and I appreciate that very much. And so right now,
What about Paige? Tell me about Paige. Tell me a little bit about her.
Paige was very awesome and special.
You said was very awesome and special.
Yeah.
Is she not awesome and special anymore?
No.
Why is she not awesome and special anymore?
Because I took her life.
When deputies first made contact with Paul Williams that Friday afternoon, his hands were severely cut. But what had driven a man with no history of violence, a man who'd worked the same job for decades and been married for 30 years, to suddenly annihilate his entire family?
But if Paige were sitting here and she would ask you what happened, if she were to ask you why, what would you tell her?
I would tell her that
What did she call you? What was her name for you? Did she call you Dad, Papa? What did she call you? What did Paige call you?
She called me Dad.
Okay. So if Paige were to say Dad, what happened?
Somewhere along the way, I lost track of reality, and that right now, being in
What if she said, Dad, I don't understand?
And she said, Dad, I don't understand. And she So this is documented. It's going to be shown to everybody in the whole world, right? Okay.
Everybody in the whole world?
Everybody in the whole world.
Okay, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm just, standing up here.
Okay.
And, I just want to, tell you that I'm going to take my coat off, all right?
Okay.
And then I'm going to sit down, all right?
Okay.
And then show you how skinny I got. All right, see how skinny I got?
You used to be fat?
I did. And so the ramifications of all of this are going to be so huge and universal. And
What do you need?
Just,
Yeah, your hands.
yeah, my hands got cut up really bad.
How'd your hands get cut up so bad? Did someone try to hurt you?
So the cat is out of the bag.
The cat is out of the bag.
Yeah.
That is an expression.
Yeah. And so
I think you're one off. It's okay though.
yeah. And
Paige still doesn't understand, by the way.
Paige Williams was 15 years old. The autopsy documented at least 35 stab wounds. The medical examiner determined she had defensive wounds on her hands. She'd tried to protect herself. Paul had carried a kitchen knife upstairs from the first floor. Crime scene investigators recovered that knife from the kitchen sink, the blade still stained red. A pair of scissors sat on the counter nearby, also covered in what appeared to be blood. After killing Paige in her bedroom, Paul went downstairs to the master bedroom where Leslie was working.
Who did you hurt first, Paige or Leslie?
I hurt Paige first, and then Leslie.
How did you hurt Paige first?
I hurt Paige first because the changes that she went through.
The changes that she went through.
The changes that she went through because of me not me not being there. And
What kind of changes? Give me an example, Paul.
all right, totally bad choices all the way along.
So you think she was making bad choices because you weren't around as much?
Yeah, and nobody's fault but my own. And
Give me an example of a bad choice she made.
without a doubt, taking her life was totally selfish on my part, and in all the years that we worked together, Leslie and I, and
What choice did Paige make?
she didn't make the choice. I made the choice, and
What choice did you make?
my choice was to definitely hurt her, and
Did you only want to hurt her, or you wanted to take her life?
I
And what did you do to hurt her?
what I did to hurt her was definitely
What did you do to hurt her, Paul?
okay, totally stabbed her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where did you stab her?
Okay, I stabbed her all over the place, and
All over the place, like, were we talking about face, chest, legs, what?
yeah, it was horrific, and
But where did you stab her? Where on her body was she stabbed?
it was
Where?
it was all over her body, and so again,
What did you use?
a kitchen knife, and
How many times do you think you stabbed her?
definitely too many, and
When did you know she was dead?
I I definitely knew she was dead before I stabbed her because I was going to try to make things right for Leslie and everyone else, and that Paige was a beautiful child, and Leslie, my wife, and
Where was she at when you stabbed her?
up in her room.
Was she laying down, sleeping, awake, standing up, sitting down?
She was sitting down.
Did you talk to her before you stabbed her?
No.
Did she talk to you?
Yeah, she did.
Did you go to her room knowing you were going to stab her? And you got a kitchen knife. I assume that came from the kitchen.
Yep.
So you took the knife to her room?
Yep.
So you didn't go there to talk with her?
No, I went there to find out
Find out what, Paul?
to find out why it all happened.
Why what happened?
The
Why what all happened, Paul?
all of the hard work and
What hard work, Paul?
that I did, and
Did she not appreciate what you did?
I think that she would have if I would have done a better job, and
Why do you think she didn't appreciate it?
Because
Because why, Paul? Why do you feel like she didn't appreciate your hard work? Or it wasn't enough? Did she say something? Did she do something?
she no, it wasn't her, it wasn't Leslie.
So why did you go across the house with a kitchen knife to Paige's room and you didn't say anything to her? You said she might have said something to you, but you didn't say anything to her. What'd she say?
She
What were the last things she said?
She didn't know. She just looked up and
So you surprised her?
yeah, I did, and
So you just went. You come in her room where she's sitting in a chair. What does the chair look like?
one of those.
Was it like a round chair or a recliner? What was it?
Yeah.
A recliner?
It was a round, one of those bamboo.
A papasan chair?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so she's sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
You come in with a kitchen knife.
Mm-hmm.
No words are exchanged whatsoever.
Yeah, there were words exchanged when I came in, and
What were the words?
the words were, I was disappointed in myself, and that I didn't, do a better job raising her, and
So did you feel like you failed her
yes,
in the way, like that you didn't do a good job raising her?
yes.
Did she say anything back?
She didn't know.
So you just started stabbing.
Yeah, because I snapped. Okay.
Was it like an overhand motion? Underhand was sliced? How was it?
It was. Man, oh man, oh man.
So after that happens, what do you do then? Because you don't remember how you were stabbing. You just know that you stabbed her too many times.
Yeah.
Why did you stop stabbing her?
Because I definitely knew
Knew what?
that what I was doing was wrong, and that she totally
Why'd you stop? You knew it was wrong. Why'd you stop?
I stopped because I yeah,
Why'd you stop, Paul?
I stopped because I knew what I had done, and
Did you get tired? Did she stop moving? Did she stop making noise? Did she stop breathing? I mean, why however many times you stabbed her, did you not keep stabbing her? Or why didn't you stab her fewer times?
Um,
Why'd you stop, Paul?
um, to protect um, yeah, so you know, nobody saw this coming, and
Why did you stop stabbing her, Paul?
because you know, I knew she was gone.
Leslie Williams worked as a media specialist at Stephen Foster Elementary School in Gainesville. She'd called the school 2 days earlier, on Wednesday, November 14th, saying her husband was having medical issues. On Friday morning, when she didn't show up for work again, her coworkers tried calling. No answer. That's when they requested the welfare check. The autopsy showed Leslie had been stabbed multiple times in the back and chest. She also suffered severe blunt force trauma to her face and jaw. Several teeth were knocked out. Paul claimed he'd only used the kitchen knife.
How did Leslie die?
She died by my hands.
Okay. How?
With the knife.
The same knife
Yeah.
that you killed Paige with?
Yes.
Did she say or do anything? You said she fought back at one point. Did she?
Yeah. She definitely did. They both did.
Where did you stab Leslie?
I stabbed her in the back, and
That was when you stabbed her first. You stabbed her in the back.
yeah, because I had let her get to the point of definitely no return, and so
you stab her in her back. Then what happens?
then it's just horrendous that that she didn't know anything about it, and that I she had full faith in me, and so it was a situation about me not loving her like I should have,
Mm-hmm.
and and she so yeah, I definitely let everybody down on this.
Mm-hmm.
So I was definitely overtaken by something that I can't explain, and so it is. It's all about me. It's nobody else.
Well, I'm not asking you. I mean, that part I agree is probably very difficult to explain.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, though, just if I were in the room, or if I was a camera in that room, and you had to explain what was happening in that room, that's kind of what I want to know is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
You say you stabbed her in the back while she was in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then what happens after you stab her? You just stab her that one time?
No, it was it just happened,
Mm-hmm.
and definitely, deserves got nothing to do with it. And that's a movie line. So I am. I
Does she do anything? She try to call for help? Try to do anything? She's screaming, crying.
oh yeah, that's where all of this came from. Was Leslie, and so
So you stab her while she's in the bed. Does she ever get out of the bed?
she no, she definitely didn't have a chance to.
Crime scene investigators recovered Leslie's laptop from the master bedroom floor. The device was saturated with blood, inside the casing, across the screen, pooling in the keyboard. When forensics analyzed the blood spatter patterns on the laptop, they matched the blunt force trauma documented in Leslie's autopsy. The angle and velocity of the spatter indicated the laptop had been used as a weapon. Both Paige and Leslie's bodies had been moved after death. They appeared to have been staged in their respective bedrooms.
Okay, so Paige, that doesn't take long. Yes, it's over pretty quickly.
Yes.
She dies fairly quickly.
Yes.
Leslie dies fairly quickly, or she puts up more of a fight than Paige and lasts a little longer?
She's way too tired and didn't.
Okay. She bit your finger, so other than that, she didn't.
Trying to protect herself. Yeah.
Okay. After this all happens, what do you do?
I just sit there.
Where?
I just sit there.
In the bedroom?
And walk around and try to figure out what happened and
Do you go back and check on them to make sure they're dead, or do you try to see if they're still alive? Try to save them? Do anything? Try to stop bleeding or anything? Towels?
No.
Okay. Do you try to clean anything up?
No.
How long do you stay in the house after this happens?
For days.
So for days. So when did you leave the house?
I left the house just yesterday and today.
Okay. So this happens like Wednesday night, and so Thursday you leave the house, and what are you going to do Thursday?
Let's see, because she did everything to protect me and try to get me through what I was going through.
Mm-hmm.
And and so, Paige, I guess, had. So.
What do you do Thursday? Yesterday. It's yesterday. What do you do yesterday?
Okay. Yesterday was Thursday, and I was sitting there while the phones were ringing, and
Their phones, like their cell phones?
yeah.
Okay. And what did you do? Did you answer them? Did you not answer them? Did you throw them away? Are they in your car? Where are they? Where are the phones?
They're just all just in the house.
Okay, they're still in the house?
Yeah.
Did you do anything with them? Turn them off?
Yes.
Did you turn them off?
Yes.
Because people kept calling?
Yes.
And so backtrack. After this happens, did you go to sleep at all? Did you sleep in the house?
Yes.
Where'd you sleep?
I slept next to her, and I slept
On the floor?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you wake up Thursday and the phones are ringing. And what do you do then?
I just don't answer them. I know she needs to go to work, and I just don't do anything, but sit there and just realize what I've done.
Right. Kind of like taking it all in. Like this is very real. This happened.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a dream. This isn't a movie. This isn't whatever. You're living a nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go Thursday?
Thursday, I just stayed there because today's
Friday.
Today is Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't leave the house Thursday?
I don't.
Don't go get anything to eat, run errands,
No,
nothing?
I couldn't. I couldn't do anything. Even today when I took off, I
Okay.
couldn't drive,
Right.
anything like that.
So what did you do anything to treat your hands or anything?
Yeah, hydrogen peroxide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, they still look pretty nasty, but at least you put something on them. So you don't leave the house until this morning.
Right.
And what makes you leave the house?
Because at that point I knew that I had wondered why nobody had came, and
So you were expecting someone to show up?
yeah.
Like a coworker, law enforcement, who?
Law enforcement.
Okay, so you were sitting around waiting for us to show up, and we didn't show up. Okay, so you then leave this morning. Why did you leave this morning?
This morning was because I had totally.
What happens there? Do you sleep Thursday night? Sorry. So Wednesday night, you sleep next to her on the floor. Wake up Thursday, go through your day. Thursday night, you still sleep at the house?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you sleep then?
Thursday night, it was all all over the place, and just looking at the what I did, and being remorseful or numb. I guess numb would be the answer.
Did you cover them up or anything? Did you get tired of looking at them?
I did. Cover them up.
Okay. So then Friday morning comes along. Law enforcement hasn't shown up at your house yet. You were expecting us to, come kicking the door in or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do you talk to anybody during that time? Do you make any phone calls?
I
call anybody, ask anybody, what you should do, or tell them what you did or anything?
I didn't.
Okay. Do you have a sister that you talk to a lot?
Yes,
Do you talk to her anytime lately?
I have.
Okay. You talked to her after this or before this?
Once we talked before, and then Leslie was angry at me for talking to my sister and not her, and then that triggered it along with Paige, just being out of control because Leslie and I let her get out of control,
Right.
and
Okay, so you guys were kind of back and forth about some things, like leading up to this, like kind of getting in an argument over her talking. Are you talking to your sister and not her?
I'm talking to my sister, not her.
Right. Okay. So that makes her upset. So fast forward to this morning, law enforcement still hasn't showed up. You just decided to leave the house.
Yeah, I
Where do you go?
then just jumped in the car and drove.
Okay. Did you call anybody?
No, Lindsay was calling. No, I didn't have the phones even turned on. And
You didn't talk to Lindsay today?
I did talk to Lindsay today.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah,
What did you tell Lindsay?
Lindsay called me up and said, what's going on, Dad, and she didn't have a clue,
Right.
and so I told her, and so
You told her what?
what I did to Mom and Paige.
You told her that you.
Yes.
The murders occurred Wednesday night, November 14th. Paul stayed in the house with the bodies for 2 days. He slept on the floor next to Leslie's body. Thursday, he turned off the phones when Leslie's workplace called repeatedly. Thursday night, he covered the bodies. Friday morning, November 17th, Paul left the house. He drove north to Hamilton County and threw his cell phone out the window. At some point Friday, he called his daughter Lindsay and told her what he'd done. When Paul returned home that afternoon, deputies were waiting. Paul Graves Williams was charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of Leslie Williams and Paige Williams. During the legal proceedings, his mental health became a central issue. Paul had a long history of diagnosed mental illness, including depression, bipolar disorder, and other conditions. In the interrogation, he mentioned he had stopped eating for years.
Because, I guess, I thought I had the power of God or the devil inside of me, and there's just no way I can talk my way out of it. Nobody would have saw this coming.
He said he thought he had the power of God or the devil inside him when he committed the murders. In April 2019, a circuit court judge ruled that Paul Williams was incompetent to stand trial after psychiatric evaluations determined he was not mentally fit to participate in his defense. He was transferred to the Treasure Coast Forensic Treatment Center for treatment and restoration efforts. Under Florida law, criminal proceedings cannot move forward unless a defendant is deemed mentally competent, meaning ongoing evaluations and court reviews will determine whether the case can ever proceed to trial. Whether Paul Williams will ever be restored to competency remains uncertain. And so the families, the Gainesville community, and the memory of Leslie and Paige Williams remain suspended in a kind of legal limbo, waiting for a courtroom resolution that may or may not come. Leslie Williams had spent 3 decades married to Paul, supporting him through ongoing mental health struggles, taking him to hospitals, standing beside him even during periods when he blamed her for his problems. Paige Williams was just 15 years old, a high school sophomore. She was still growing into herself. By all accounts, she was like so many others her age, learning, changing, figuring out who she wanted to become. She never got the opportunity to find out. Their daughter and sister Lindsay was left to face the aftermath. She lost her mother and sister in one night, and her father to the criminal justice system. The morning after the killings, Paul called her and told her what he had done. That phone call is something she will carry for the rest of her life. In the interrogation room, Paul struggled to directly articulate what he had done. Investigators pressed him repeatedly for clarity, asking him to say the words plainly. The admissions came slowly, haltingly, almost as if speaking them aloud would make the reality irreversible. But nothing could undo what investigators found inside that house. Nothing could change the 2 days he remained there afterward. And nothing could bring back Leslie Williams or Paige Williams. For now, the case remains unresolved in the courts.